This is the comment section from Rick Shiels' most recent video, his match with Guy. We scroll down and a lot of the comments are, Rick looks like he'd rather be walking on Lego barefoot than playing this match. You think the positivity, humbleness, and relaxed attitude that the tour pros have when playing with Rick would rub off on him at some point, but nope, just mopes around unless he's having a 1 of 10 lights out round. Guy looks happy to lose the match to Rick sulking, or so Rick wouldn't be sulking. Never seen someone so happy to get beat. Even though Rick is frustrated with his game, he doesn't look to be enjoying playing. You guys get the point. You guys get what's going on here. And we're going to talk about it all today. So welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great day. Shout out to my homies over at Good. They have this amazing green drop going live tomorrow. It is one of the coolest drops like ever. Like it has all of the tournament that we shall not speak about that is green. All of the best hat probably ever made. Listen, I couldn't do what I do without them and their support, so be sure guys, I'll link it down. Well, it's always linked below, but link it below. Go check them out. This is gonna sell out in like 13 seconds, so be sure to be on the site for the drop. But anyways, I want to talk about Rick and his game recently, because this is not just something that we're seeing overwhelming in the comments of this, but also the Sergio Garcia video. But in response to the Sergio Garcia video, Rick put out this clip.
Rubbish, Sergio. You know what? It is frustrating. I am too hard on myself. I understand when people say it's a difficult watch, and it's something I've definitely, as I've blended into moving into 2024, I've rechanged my mindset on outcome, and certainly videos that I filmed in the most recent Orlando trip. So late Nona. This is the thing at the moment. There's videos that have been kind of, some of them have been filmed December 2023, some of them have been filmed in January 24, some of the new ones as well start to be filmed in February. We're actually still releasing videos from December, so you actually, and again, I mentioned this on the podcast recently, videos aren't going out in chronological order, so you might see differences and going, oh, Rick was dead positive last week, why is he not positive this week? It's because my mindset has probably changed more to a positive mindset, but I'm still releasing older videos on top of that.
I think the reason why people think it's a hard watch, it's not a hard watch, but I think it's because it is relatable, and that's part of the success of it. But at the same time, people are rooting for you, aren't they? So it's almost like people, when they see you play, and typically if they're fans of the channel, want you to do well, and when you don't do well, it's like if you were playing with me in a midweek medal or whatever at a golf course, and, you know, you weren't playing great or whatever, and I was doing really well, and then a double bogey the last 3 holes, you'd feel for me, wouldn't you? And it's like, oh, it's like hard to watch. I think it's more that than like, oh, it's a hard watch. But
and to me, that really is the question, and the question I wanted to talk about is, like, it does feel like these videos are hard to watch, but why is that? And I think it's because, like, it's not that the content isn't good. It's like, the reason why we watch creators like Rick is because it is more relatable. It's not like watching a Bryson DeChambeau video where you watch him shoot a 58 from like a tournament tee. It's very much something that we can all go out, not all, but a lot of us can go out on the golf course and be similar to, or at least aspire towards. And I think there's a big, avenue for that type of golf in YouTube golf. But as a creator, it can be very tough, especially one who has been a PGA pro and all that. Like, I feel for Rick, and like, he's probably a very competitive dude that wants to at least, do well for himself. And it's upsetting when you don't perform on camera. You also start to get the feelings, probably, I can speak for myself in this, where if you're not performing super well in a video, you start to worry that the video is just not even going to be a video. It's either not going to be good, it's not going to be entertaining, there's not going to be enough drama. Like, take the Sergio match, for example. He starts playing poorly, and he probably in his head starts to worry that, like, if I can't clean this game up, like, it's not even going to be competitive. People are going to click off this video right away, and the video is not even worth putting out because of that. And that's not the truth, but that's how sometimes we, at least me personally, as creators, can think. So I sympathize with them. But if you go look at the comment section from that podcast, it's the complete opposite of what we saw. You have to remember, the podcast is likely a lot of his hardcore fans, a lot of his like true, the people who come in, to buy the merch, to subscribe, all that, versus people who just kind of click on and click off on the bigger main channel videos. But the comments all here, they're all super positive. We don't care about the bad golf. We just have to be more positive on the course. I don't watch Rick because he plays the best golf on the planet. I watch him because he brings all these beautiful courses around the world, playing with other amazing golfers, and gives me a sense of what it'd be like to be there myself. Narration ability. Like, listen, we watch Rick because he is the best YouTube golfer. He's been doing it the longest, and I don't mean obviously the best, put the ball in the hole in the least amount of times, but he is the godfather of YouTube golf. I am a huge fan of Rick Shiels. You guys know that. My Instagram bio is literally a quote from Rick saying that I'm brilliant. So listen, as a huge Rick Shiels fan, it's like Guy said, I want to see him playing well. And it gets hard to watch when not only do I not see him playing well, which really I don't care about, it's the fact that it looks like it's really weighing on him, and that is the tough part. So obviously I wanted to show that podcast clip from Rick because that whole podcast, his title was like addressing my bad golf. So go watch it. I'll link it below, watch the whole thing. But he talks about how like he has shifted that. And there are recent videos. The Lake Nona video is a great example. The Break 75 he posted there, it was so much more positive. And hearing him say that he has switched the mindset from that more negative to the more positive, like I think that's something we as golfers can all hopefully take from, like it's always been something that I've never really struggled with, but I see a lot of my friends and stuff when we play together and you get down on yourself, and it's a compounding errors effect. Like if you get really upset about an error, then you're going to be not in the right headspace to not make a similar error on the next shot and the next shot and the next shot. And so basic golf psychology, if you can stay positive in your own head and believing that you can go out and execute again, things are going to work out better. And so I think him adapting that mindset has shown in the newer content, but the explanation that like so much of this content was filmed, the Garcia match especially was filmed back in December, like long before. So that's why we're seeing this. But this is something that has been all over YouTube Golf, and I've been seeing obviously all over his comments. You guys are asking me a lot, so I wanted to touch on it. That's sort of my opinion. Like I think the guy just being a human being at times, and it does show through on camera, and things can be weighing on you, whether it's inside or outside of golf. From what we know, this seems like it is just the golf, but taking that more positive mindset shift, I think we will see things start to change. And I think that is important. I think it's important to have, as creators, an entertainment first mindset. It's not entertaining if we're sad and sulking on a golf course. It's entertaining if we hit a bad shot and then take the more positive sports approach and laugh it off, make jokes, move on, and then hopefully are able to hit good shots. But at the same time, we're all human and these things can get down on us. So let me know your thoughts on it in the comments below. I wanted to adjust that one because listen, his last two videos, it's been the entire comment section and you guys have been messaging me about it like nuts. So I figured I'd bring that clip in. Go check out his full podcast. I'll link it down below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Go cop your merch tomorrow. See you in the next one.